Namaste, dear listeners, and welcome to the Iowa channel. Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. Today, we're going to talk about the role of energy. How does energy flow through your body? How does it flow? How do you flow from being in a unconscious state to become conscious? Look, this is a question that I've got. Abhi, how does one become, and you always talk about unconscious and consciousness. What is it? How do you become conscious from being in an unconscious state? Now, look, most of us, we come on this planet. In fact, all of us, we come on this planet. We go to school, we go to tertiary education. If we're fortunate, we get a job, and we just follow doctrine systems. We follow religious ways, and we think something's going to happen, and absolutely nothing happens. We're still stuck in a position where we think we know, but we don't. So, how does one become conscious, or how does the role of energy flow to make somebody conscious from an unconscious state? Now, look, our level of consciousness depends primarily on the direction of our energy in the spine. So where you put your force, you become. So primarily, where is the energy? The energy is in the spine. The spine is the most important thing. In us human beings, we are the only species that have an erect spine. We are the only species that can achieve greater possibilities. It's through the spine. Now, according to yoga, let's call it cosmic energy. Cosmic energy as above, so below. So as from the ground, so is the top. So cosmic energy enters the body at the base of the brain, that descends down the spine and out through the chakras and nervous system to fulfill your basic physical needs. Unfortunately for the meditator, this outward flowing energy draws the mind outwards also. So the contemplative mind, attempting its return to divinity, is constantly dragged back downwards to the senses and the life events. So how often you try to meditate, you're trying to get out, but you're drawn back to your senses. Now, when the energy can be coaxed to reverse its flow from the senses to the brain, it reveals our consciousness of another world. Now, this basically means that as the energy is flowing, if you close your eyes and you surrender your thoughts, you will notice that between minute 1 to 5 to 10, you achieve a place of bliss, and then you remember your trauma, and then you go back into a state of bliss, and then you remember your trauma, your day-to-day activities. Over time, you are training yourself to be free from the mind and not get entangled. As a consequence of this year, you won't be dropping back down in the third, second, and first body. The first body, the physical body; second body, mental body; third body, pranic body. First body, physical body; second body, pranic body; third body, mental body. So these are still in the material dimension. So here you are trying to be consistent to stay above the third, second, and first body. You want to be in the fourth and the fifth body, which is the transient and the bliss body. So with consistency, you'll be able to stay there. Now, energy flows up the spine in the chakra system. This is how it flows. Where you put your mind is where you're putting your energy. Therefore, your chakras are impacted based on where you put your mind. So it's important to make sure that you lose your mind in meditation. With time, you learn to lose your mind in meditation. If you can lose your mind in meditation, you've lost your logic. This is sadhana. This is deep meditation. Now, I've explained in my previous live what is Kundalini energy. Now, every person has a positive magnet at the top of the head, the spiritual eye and crown chakra, which pulls our consciousness upwards towards the true self, the innate, the oneness with God. At the same time, there's a magnet at the base of the spine that pulls us negative down. It pulls us downwards. selfishness, unawareness, greed, lust, envy, hatred, and animosity. Right? So our longing to return to the less aware state from which we have evolved, the Kundalini energy centered at the base of the spine, is the outward thrust of our consciousness that is identified with matter. So the storehouse of energy is what pulls our mind towards restlessness when we meditate, right? Therefore, we get become very restless when we meditate because there's a storehouse of energy which is pulling our minds outwards. So the true inner um, point of what I'm trying to get, or the religion of what I'm trying to say, is reversing the life force away from its lair at the base of the spine and bringing it top up the chakra system or up the head or the pole of that, or basically the third eye and the crown chakra. When this union happens, enlightenment occurs. So enlightenment occurs only when you pull that energy out from the base up to the third eye and the crown. Because remember, the negative forces below at your feet is pulling your energies downwards. Enlightenment only happens when the energy moves upwards. The energy needs to move up from the base, which is the Muladhara chakra, right up until the third eye and crown chakra. You need to pull that. And how to pull that? I've discussed how to meditate. It's meditation, bhakti yoga, kriya yoga. Very, very important. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, kriya yoga, karma yoga, very, very important for helping you to raise this kundalini or energy. So this is the movement of energy. This is how you move from an unconscious state, which is at the base of the spine, to the conscious state at the third eye and crown chakra. The conscious state is only in the fourth and fifth dimension, which is the third eye and crown chakra. And the unconscious state is at the Muladhara chakra, also, which is the first dimension. Then the second dimension, which is the pranic dimension. And the third dimension is the mental dimension, the mental body. The energy needs to move beyond that to the fourth and fifth body, which is the sixth and seventh chakra. And so that's it from me. I hope you understand how energy moves in the body, how to move from an unconscious state to a conscious state. Thank you, dear listeners. Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Hari Bol and goodbye.